where the rubber meets the road. Hello, students. I'm Stacy Perkins with Legacy Education Alliance, and I'm happy to bring you this month's edition of Legacy Connection, your connection to Legacy's most shared and engaging content for the month, spanning from real estate and foreclosure investment to financial markets, currencies, and business training across the globe. Today, we're going to let you in on some secrets that financially rich people use to create more wealth for themselves. Tips that don't usually get taught in school. We'll also be joined by Legacy Education's CEO, Anthony Humpage, who will share with you tips for exercising personal discipline and accountability. Let's get to it. Keep more money in your pocket by making tax-sensitive choices. You work hard for your money, so why not keep more of it for yourself rather than handing more than is necessary over to the government? There are a lot of tax-sensitive investment tools that you can use to your advantage. The most common are registered retirement savings plans and tax-free savings accounts. These only skim the surface, though, as there are many other options out there for you. Compound interest and return. You will want to use the power of compound interest to your advantage. This means that the earlier you start, the better. Be sure to always be putting your profits and retained earnings back to work for you. There's no sense in leaving these accumulated cash reserves in idle, so be sure to employ them. After all, your money should be working as hard for you as you do for it, if not harder. Learn to exploit the power of leverage. Leverage is the practice of using your current cash reserves and future cash flows as collateral for receiving further financing. As a real estate investor, you should be utilizing financing options for rental properties, whether they be residential or commercial, since better interest rates on financing products are offered for rental units and personal properties. Just remember, while leverage can amplify your gains, it can equally amplify your losses. This relates specifically to the capital gains on the property. If housing prices rise, you will experience it in multiples of however many houses that you own. On the other hand, if housing prices decline, your loss is also a multiple of how many houses that you own. Now that you're in the know, let's switch gears for a moment and turn it over to Anthony, who would like to enlighten you on some practical habits on helping you to pursue your own goals and aspirations. Anthony?
Hey, thanks a bunch, Stacy. Hello, this is Anthony Humpage again for Legacy Education. Today, the team has asked me to talk to you about personal discipline and accountability. Well, there's a fun topic, eh? Always remember somebody gave me one of those rubber wristbands that have helpful mottos on them once. And I don't have the wristband anymore, but I do remember what it said. And it said, the difference between who you are and the person you want to be is what you do. May I offer 4 suggestions to you that I think might help if you're having a problem really moving yourself down the road and being accountable to yourself. Let's talk about timescale first. While we need a long-term roadmap to tell us where we're going, we also need to focus on keeping the car on the road, don't we? On what we're doing now, okay? So let's break down what we have to get done and when into achievable windows of time, okay? The company, I and my executives are big fans of the concept outlined in the book called Scrum. In that book, they talk about 2-week sprints, okay? Concept being a week really isn't long enough to get much meaningful done. But 2 weeks is. You can get meaningful things accomplished in 2 weeks. And the nice thing about a 2-week window is it isn't so long that you lose the power of the need for immediate action and results, okay? All that said, you're still the person that has to get it done, okay? All right. To-do lists. Don't we all make them? How long's yours? Probably longer than mine. That's a cheated answer, all right? Keep your to-do lists short. No more than 3 items on that to-do list. Because I promise you, If you put more than 3 on that list, you probably won't do any of them. Okay? Oh, and by the way, while you're putting those 3 down, you really should prioritize them and start at the top. Do the most important thing first and the thing that has the highest payoff. By the way, that's probably the thing that you least want to do, but it's the one you really have to do. Okay. Finding the time. Not so easy today, eh? You have to allocate the time to get things done now. All right? Now, it may be that means you have to not do something else. And that may be something else that you like doing. Too bad. If you don't make this important and allocate the time to do it, I promise you it'll never happen. Okay. Let's focus on outcomes, not the process. Way too many people are focused on process tasks, or they're process oriented, and they lose sight of the desired outcome along the way. Please, 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 keep your eye on the ball, remember what you want, and become obsessively outcome oriented. Okay? Now, let's close on the value of positive reinforcement. Because we've had to discipline ourselves to sometimes do all these things we really didn't want to do, right? Or we didn't enjoy doing at the moment. Pick tasks, at least some of the ones that you put on that to-do list, that let you see results. Because at least if you're seeing positive results, you'll be encouraged to do more the next 2 weeks. Okay? Good luck, get started, and have fun along the way. Thanks for listening and watching. This is Anthony Humpage.
The difference between the person you are and the person that you want to be is what you do. Thank you, Anthony. So what will you do? We hope that with this information gained here today, the answer to that question is everything that is required to be the person that you want to be. I'm Stacy Perkins with Legacy Education Alliance. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Legacy Connection.